Greetings, Microscopist. This is Eric Miller from Instructinate, and today we're looking at another Godzilla movie. The English title is Godzilla vs. MECHAGODZILLA 2 from 1993. The Japanese title is Gojira Tai MECHAGODZILLA, and all I've got to say is Godzilla really has a thing for microscopes. In the hopes of finally destroying Godzilla, the G-Force has used the remains of Mecha King Ghidorah, which had been destroyed in the previous movie, and rebuilt it into MECHAGODZILLA. Anyway, some scientists find a giant egg, and while Rodan and Godzilla are fighting, the scientists sneak away with the egg. Now, in the laboratory, where they're studying it, we see in the background here something that looks like a TEM. Eventually, the egg hatches into a baby Godzilla, and then a bunch of other stuff happens, and blah, 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 etc. So what we want to look at here is this electron microscope-looking thing, and what's going on with it. Well, for starters, it's just used as set dressing. Nobody uses it and it doesn't do anything. Okay, so what else? These knobs along the side of the instrument here look like real knobs from a real instrument. Maybe. The big thing over here on the left side is something else, though. I have no idea what it is. I mean, it's a real piece of equipment of some kind, but probably not from an electron microscope. But the important and identifying part of this instrument is going to be the column and the fishbowl. So let's see what we have here. Okay, first off, this is not a real instrument. This column, where the electromagnetic lenses are usually found, is the skinniest one I've ever seen in my life on a TEM. The proportions are just wrong. Secondly, the column is completely smooth. There are no apertures or sample exchanges or anything like that on the column anywhere. Which, by the way, where does it even end? Does it go up to the top of the ceiling? I mean, where is the electron gun? So many questions. Like these silver things around the outside, I mean, what do they even do? And this is all before we reach the fishbowl. We've got binoculars here, which is correct, but they seem to be fixed in place, which is bad. And the fishbowl itself is also the strangest shape I've ever seen on a TEM. It's called a fishbowl because it's usually kind of round shaped. The only other explanation I can think of, aside from it being a mock-up for the sake of set dressing, is that this is a real instrument, it's just not a TEM. I mean, these console parts look like they're part of something real, I just have no idea what it could be. If anyone out there has a suggestion, let us all know about it in the comments. Anyway, the last thing I'll mention about this fake TEM is that it's in a terrible location. In order to get a good view of the phosphor screen, you need a dark room with no windows in it, as we saw in that movie, The Awakening. Also, you don't want Godzilla eggs hatching in the same room as the microscope because it's going to introduce too much vibration into the system to be able to get a good image. Anyway, what do I think of this microscope? I'd say it's so-so. I mean, it's fake, it's in a bad location, but on the upside, it doesn't actually do anything. So who knows how bad things could have gotten if that had happened. Anyway, that's all I got for today. This is Eric Miller from Instructinate, and check out Instructinate.com for all the latest news in the world of electron microscopy, or contact me directly so that I can come to your location and teach you how to use your scanning electron microscope. Anyway, thanks, and I'll see you around the lab.